Hey there folks, don't forget to enter the Dead Island 2 giveaway that I'm running for the next 2 weeks. Check the description and the pinned comment for details on how to enter. Hello folks and welcome back to another video. So PC gaming has been a real pain in the ass for the last year or so. Almost all major titles came out with extremely poor performance on PC or downright broken. The likes of the Callisto Protocol, The Last of Us Part 1, Hogwarts Legacy, and even the darling of PC gaming community, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Next Gen update came with massive performance issues on launch day. So why is it like this? Why is PC gaming becoming the second-class citizen in the community and the games coming out on the PC platform run like a fat dude on a hot summer day when the console ports of the same game run like Usain Bolt? Why is it that PCs which are more powerful than the consoles runs the game worse than the consoles does? Let's find that out in today's video. But before we move on, do consider liking this video and subscribe to the channel for gaming benchmarks, memes and other content like this. Now with that out of the way, here are top 5 reasons why most PC ports come out broken these days. The number one reason for broken PC ports is purely and entirely on the developers and the publishers and their apathy towards PC ports and their lack of proper testing. You see, you can have 100 reasons about the difficulty of developing games on PC, but when the issues are as severe as in say the massive stutter struggle in the Callisto Protocol or the insanely bad performance and the 1 billion year wait for the shader compilation in The Last of Us Part 1, there is no way these things got overlooked by the testing team and the developers. The games were either not properly tested on a range of hardware configurations or they were just ignored and let out of the door and came crashing down onto Steam come launch day. If only the developers and especially the publishers had the slightest sense of pushing the release by only a month or two for more polish and squashing the most obvious bugs, the PC ports would have been a hell lot better. The second key reason for poor PC ports is simply the main advantage of PC platform, that is the vast array of configurations PCs can have. You see, game development is hard. I get my ass kicked all day long just trying to develop a website. So you can imagine just how complex developing these massive movie quality AAA games can be. Consoles are one fixed set of hardware that remains fairly similar throughout their lifetime. Once a console releases, the hardware is fixed for the next 7 or 8 years. On the other hand, PCs are a complete different beast in terms of the sheer variety it can have. You can have any graphics card and processors from dozens of different choices if not more, all of them having their separate drivers, processors and whatnot. This brings in an immense amount of variability which becomes increasingly difficult to develop massive softwares like games for PC. Most developers struggle to get their PC ports right for this particular reason. It's like trying to put together a puzzle with a million different pieces, each one slightly different from the next. The only way this can be mitigated is developers and publishers have separate dedicated teams for PC development. They should be responsible for the PC version only and work on it from the start. It's quite understandable that this is a massive cost issue for smaller publishers, but for huge publishers like Sony, Rockstar or Ubisoft, there should be no excuse for not having a dedicated team for PC ports alone. The third reason why PC ports suck these days are simply that many developers don't really care about the PC platform anymore. Console market has expanded to such a large extent that publishers often tend to ignore the PC community altogether. PC is still a kind of niche community and not one for the casual gamers. Most games that come out expect their sales to be mainly driven by the casual gaming crowd from the console market. Since most of these gamers are console players, developing the PC ports of their game remains an afterthought for the publishers. This becomes evident from the lack of care and testing on PC ports and just rushing them out of the door to meet the deadline. This is sometimes a myth on part of the developers. Games like Cyberpunk 2077 clocked in over 1 million concurrent players at launch only on Steam. So it's quite evident that even on PC, games can sell millions if done right. The fourth reason why PC ports are coming out the way they are is really a byproduct of the previous point I just mentioned. PC ports often require much more integrated development expertise and time to get good. But more often than not, the bosses at the top can only think of their new private jet and has no idea what software development is all about. So they just pushed the incomplete PC port out of the door along with the console version to meet the deadlines and sales targets, even if the game is not ready to be out in the wild. You can clearly see this just how rushed and forced these PC ports came out. Just a day after launching them, the devs start pushing patches and updates to fix the damn game on PC. It's like they have published a work-in-progress build for the PC community to test and report bugs on, and they would go around and fix that shit up. This is the most common problem and also the easiest one to solve. Just give the devs more time till the game is at least ready to be played by the PC gamers. The last reason why I think PC ports are getting from bad to worse is purely speculative on my part, but I'm sure many of you would agree with me on this. PC ports are intentionally bad sometimes just to drive hardware sales from major companies like Nvidia and AMD. Let's take the example of The Last of Us Part 1. This game runs at a super smooth, locked 60 frames per second on PS5, that too at 1440p. Now according to Digital Foundry, the masters of gaming hardware, a PS5 is roughly equivalent to a RTX 2070 or 2070 Super in terms of raw performance. Now try running that game at ultra setting or even high settings on a RTX 2070 at 1440p, and the game will crash more than a drunk hooker on a Friday night. This makes no sense, right? But just swap that GPU with the RTX 3080 or even better with the RTX 4080 and you are good to go. So it's clear that to get the equivalent of console performance on a relatively similar spec PC, you simply need to upgrade to the newer generation of hardwares, otherwise you are fucked. This points to a clear nexus between these publishers and hardware manufacturers like Nvidia and AMD to deliberately parallelize PC ports and force the average PC gamers to upgrade their systems. This is nothing but a scam. And honestly, if companies continue to do this, there is nothing we as consumers can really do. So there you have it folks, these are the main reasons why most PC ports sucks these days. And I can't see anything getting better in the near future. So for us the PC gamers, the second class citizens of the gaming community, all we can do is answer with our wallets. Stop pre-ordering games on PC and stop buying expensive hardware just to play the latest unoptimized PC titles. If Nvidia's RTX 4070 sales are anything to go by, there is already a massive pushback from consumers on predatory pricing, and that's a great thing. Will the publishers listen to PC gamers and try to improve on some of these issues? What do you think? Comment below and let me know. Please like this video, share with your PC gamer friends, and subscribe to the channel for more. Stay frosty folks, and I will catch you on the next one.